Remember when Fred schooled 3 card hustlers?
Really game of poker. Well, you're gonna try to do it to us again, huh, Lewis? It's Lamont. Yeah, right.
They had just taken Lamont, for all he had. Fred took it upon himself to teach the guys a lesson.
Say, Pop, what happened to the fellas? I thought.
In fact, Fred not only took them for everything they had, he even got them rethinking about their lives. They all went down different roads at that point, each one turning that moment into motivation. So today we will explore Rooster, Skeer, and Hucklebuck as they turn their lives around for the better, and it's all thanks to Fred.
Mint? Government. Is that it?
Up first is none other than Rooster.
You're really not doing too good, Lamont. You must be lucky in love.
He appeared to be the kindest of the trio, even calling Lamont by his name. Rooster's name is never given, but we will come to learn it later in life. Rooster lost more than just money and clothes that night. He also lost his father's watch. It would send Rooster into a spiral, turning to a life of crime. He would eventually even return to the Sanford junkyard looking for cash, but more than that, his father's watch. While there, he would get the cash, but unfortunately Fred had already sold the watch, so he couldn't get that.
I'll take it.
Great day in the morning.
It's a stick-up.
Hey, you're not in the Los Angeles Times.
If I was, would I be doing this, dummy?
He vowed at that point to make something of himself. Rooster would go on to La Cienega Night College and get his degree in teaching. It was less than 10 years from the day he lost his father's watch. He was principal at an elementary school.
They're all yours, Mr. Bryant.
Thank you. I just read this entry into the journalism contest. It was written by Jamie Woodward Lawson and Reggie Bernstein Williams. And according to your report, gentlemen, you say that horse meat is being served in the school cafeteria.
Mr. Bryant, and as luck would find it, he found his father's watch at a local pawn shop. Mr. Rooster Bryant never forgot Fred Sanford and how he changed his life for the better. Next up was the leader, Skeer Matthews.
You lose. Stick with it, though, Leonard. You'll win a hands on. It's Lamont.
Most people don't know, but Skeer had an alias. He went by that for many years when he got married. He came back to town when life was getting too serious and joined up with Rooster and Hucklebuck. Skeer put the team together and set fools up left and right. Easy way to make cash.
No. Keep it down. You start raising the stakes, you take the fun out of it. When you take the fun out of it, that's the way you start losing friends. Right, Lester?
Things changed after Fred outsmarted them. Skeer and Hucklebuck ended up blaming each other, and with Rooster leaving the three, Skeer was once again on his own. It wasn't long before he realized what truly mattered in life: family.
How are you, son?
Hello, Dad.
Skeeter's alias? None other than Bill Thomas. He returned to his kids and his ex-wife.
Well, they're great kids. Nice, honest, good-looking, just like their mama.
Bill had a new lease on life, and getting back in touch with his kids made him a better man. He even got a new job and a new girlfriend.
Everything you might like. A nice juicy roast, candied yams, apple pie, chocolate layer cake.
Oh, that sounds great, Lee.
Bill was so much happier, and he had one man to thank for it: Fred Sanford. In fact, Bill even tried to show his appreciation to Fred and let him know how thankful he was for him, and to get his heart checked out. But Fred didn't want to hear that.
Sir, won't you at least hear me out?
If you do your talking while you're walking. Bye.
It didn't matter though. Bill knew at this time he was getting married, and he was happy with life, all thanks to Fred Sanford. Finally, we come to the last member, Hucklebuck.
A little bit.
Yeah, man, get a little excitement in the game.
No, I'm against it.
Hucklebuck always seemed to be the most casual of the trio and actually liked Lamont the most. In fact, Hucklebuck knew Lamont a few years earlier. Hucklebuck was just so upset at Skeer after the loss, so much that he blamed Skeer for the whole thing. Already having his high school diploma, getting a job was easy. But unfortunately, nothing paid as well as scamming people in poker. He decided to try another quick payday, stealing. On his first try, he was caught and spent the next few years in prison.
Herman was arrested when he was 20 years old for stealing a hi-fi set. He spent 2 years in prison, and he's paid his debt to society.
Once released, Hucklebuck visited the only friend who would help him out, Lamont.
Well, this is Earl's baby brother, Herman. Herman, Brady Wilson.
How you doing?
Hey, hi, Herman, how you doing?
So we learned that Hucklebuck's name is actually Herman. After some advice from Hoppy and Smitty, Herman was determined to work for the police force. Over the next 3 years, Herman would become a police officer and even made detective.
Well, who do you live with?
Grandpa and Grandma.
Ah.
Am I going to prison?
Oh, yeah, you got to go to prison.
Herman's life turned out better than he ever thought it would, and it can all be traced back to that fateful evening with Fred Sanford. So the next time you watch the episode The Card Sharps, just know, even though the guys seem like they lost it all, their lives all turned out for the better, thanks to Fred G. Sanford.